Seriously. Hey guys, CryptoDad here again. Thanks for joining me on the live stream Saturday night, live from Michigan, where you can throw out questions and I'll do my best to get them answered. We'll talk about the news. We'll talk about Bitcoin. I'll move some crypto around for you guys as demos. And let's jump in. All right, so here with the temp rig. This is actually a previous build of mine, and the rig that I was using blew up. It blowed up real good. So I don't know if it was the motherboard, the CPU, or the GPU, but they all seem to have fried. It was probably an overheating issue. So anyway, this is the new rig. If I can show you. I'm still working on it. It's going to have, let's see, we're going to 10 fans. I've never done a rig with 10 fans. But I bought this case and it's pretty cool. So I've got the Threadripper. I've got the Asus Extreme whatever motherboard, the best one I could find. Bunch of RAM. Things are looking good. Always a challenge building a rig. You start off thinking it's gonna be a piece of cake, and then you hit a wall and you're like, I'm never gonna finish this thing. And I had put the fans on my water cooler, and as soon as I tried to put it on the top, it wouldn't fit because the motherboard, it's got this big metal thing on there, so I had to like rethink everything. Anyway, enough about me. Glad you guys are here. Let's go over here to this. I thought I did this. Oh my gosh. Oh, I guess I didn't. Yeah, because I was trying to get the news done. So I gotta do this. Sorry, guys. Should have done that sooner. Ding, ding, ding. 1920 by 1080. There we go. Now you should be able to see my entire screen. And that's good. All right, so we're in good shape. I got some cool stuff going on tonight. I don't think it's gonna show. I think maybe I have to get out of the way here. Let's move me over here for a second. Let's do this. Yeah. Oh yeah, check this out. That's cool, huh? I got two of these Elgato lights, right? So I can like turn one off, turn the other off. I can turn one or the other, turn them both off. So I'm in good shape now. So I got two key lights, got a new mic, everything's good. So, and I need a new webcam because for some reason, this webcam's like 4 years old, but it kind of goes orange-ish sometimes. I think it's having trouble adjusting to the light. Anyway, thank you guys for coming. There's a lot of people that were here talking about XRLP on Github. I haven't been on Github in years. I don't know that I could help you with anything on Github. It's like that was the first place I ever bought XRP, and it's a little funky. What can I say? It's a foreign site, obviously, so their tech support is slim to none. And the language barrier, and their interface, and blah blah blah. So I don't think I can help you with Github. Can we use the same whitelisted wallet address per coin we send to before? Yes, you can reuse addresses with any cryptocurrency. See there, I just went orangish. Anyway, you guys don't care about that. You can resend to the same address as often as you would like, but it reduces your privacy in a sense because anybody that gets that address is going to see your entire history on that address, right? They'll see all the incoming and outgoing transactions on the blockchain. It's not that hard to look up an address. So if you allow Ledger to generate a brand new Bitcoin address every time you do a receive, then you won't have like this huge chain of transaction history attached to that address, right? That's one of the reasons why. the Bitcoin blockchain is transparent, right? Anyone can see on the Bitcoin blockchain. And if you are, let's say you're in business and you're accepting Bitcoin and they see your transaction history, they can also see your balance on that. Hey, there I just went white again. Wow. Okay, they can also see your balance, so it's not very secure to be allowing everyone that's sending you Bitcoin to see the balance in that Bitcoin wallet. If they care to, run a blockchain explorer on the address that they've been given to buy their coffee or whatever. So that's why it's more secure to generate a new address every single time. A lot of issues that come up with that. Bitcoin is transparent. Scott is here. We're gonna send some Theta. I went orange again. Definitely need a new webcam. All right, we're gonna send some Theta somewhere. We're gonna do it to Kucoin because that's one of the few places where you can actually sell it. I think you could sell it on Binance, but I don't have a Binance. Can't use Binance because I'm in the U.S. Okay, let's jump into the news real quick. Let's pop out chat real quick. Someone just tipped me. That's wonderful. Thank you. Whoops, what am I doing here? Let's try that again. There we go. We'll move it over to the other side. Howdy, Rex. Thanks for another live video. Do you have any idea how much the ETH updates will affect the fees for staking, unstaking, farming? There's a current update to the gas fee calculator that I've heard is supposedly going to help. But then I saw another article. I didn't read it. It was a headline that said it won't. So the ETH 2.0 will be the ultimate fix, hopefully, to high transaction fees and long wait times. But that's in the future, right? So there's not much we can do about high Ethereum gas fees. I don't know if it helps to use off-peak times or not. And then with ERC20 tokens, if you're on Uniswap and trading or whatever, each token has their own fees depending on the volume and all this other stuff. There's a thing called ETH gas station where you can sort of estimate what the gas fees are going to be. But like I said, I don't think this latest upgrade is going to help immensely. It should help a little bit. I guess we could let's leave it there. Let's say that. All right, so let's check the news real quick. See what's going on with that. If I can find it. Okay, I wanted to just throw out this market wrap. Bitcoin steady near 54K. Not bad. Let's see where it's at on crypto.com right now. It's at 56,722. So I think it's on the rise. Crypto.com is in Hong Kong. They tend to be a run a little bit ahead of the U.S., I guess. I've never tried to take advantage of that fact. But besides just knowing that the price of Bitcoin is either on its way up or down, based on Crypto.com, they're usually like a half an hour to an hour ahead of what I see on the stuff that I use that's U.S. based, right? So anyway, Bitcoin's at 56,742 on Crypto.com right now, right? Well, it's 56.3 here on CoinDesk. So anyway, there were some things that moved the market this week, and one of them was supposedly yesterday was a triple witching options expiration or whatever, and there was all this hype about how it was gonna like demolish the price of Bitcoin. Didn't happen, right? You never really know what's gonna happen with the price of Bitcoin. If we did, we'd all be rich, right? So you can't predict. But these people that write these articles try their best, right? Let's see. I'm going to go back over here. I forgot to blurb about the live stream, right? This is not an investment forum, so please don't ask me about coins. I'm not going to evaluate particular coins. You can ask me, how do I buy a particular coin, right? Say, hey, I got a coin, I want to buy it. How do I do that? I'll help you with that. Don't say, hey, what do you think about this coin? Where is it going? You know, what do you think the price action? I'm not that guy, right? I will give you answers to technical issues. Check out BlockFi if you want to earn interest on your Bitcoin. I'll log into my BlockFi account. We'll check and see how my Bitcoin's doing. We can check that out tonight. And I believe if you sign up, you'll get up to a 250 bonus. Thank you, Agreements. That's very nice of you. So check out BlockFi. It's I usually preach not your coins, not your keys, not your coins, but I don't think there's really anywhere where you can earn interest on Bitcoin. You can't really stake Bitcoin anywhere. It might be around the corner, but for now, your best bet is a place like BlockFi, right? Okay, CoinTracker, tax season's coming up. You might want to sign up for a CoinTracker account. Connect your exchanges and your wallet so that you can calculate all of your capital gains and or losses. And it will generate a tax form for you that you can bring to your accountant or the guy at H&R Block, and they'll be able to do your taxes for you, right? You'll have a capital gains tax form already filled out. CoinTracker, good one. Crypto.com, they're in the news. They just announced and opened an NFT platform on the 26th. That was yesterday. So we'll check that one out. That's pretty cool. We got the Trezor link. We got the Coinbase, Kraken, Binance US links if you want to sign up for a cryptocurrency exchange. I'm going to play around with my Binance US account tonight. If there's the way they pay bonuses is you get a piece of whatever the people you refer trade for. It's kind of weird. But I end up with a bunch of cryptocurrencies and small amounts of cryptocurrencies in my Binance US account. I usually consolidate them, but there's a bunch of them in there that are kind of interesting tonight. So I was thinking I'll show you guys how to withdraw. All right. Getting a lot of questions about how do you sell Bitcoin? How do I do a lot of videos on how you store coins in a ledger. I get a lot of questions about how do you sell them. I also get a lot of people that ask me, how about what if the price goes up? Then what? I'm like, then sell it. I don't know. They think that when you put Bitcoin in a wallet, it stops. The price stops or something. I don't know. I get that question a lot. Anyway. And then the news stories that we're going to talk about, right? The market cap, the Elon Musk story, and then we'll do the crypto.com. All right. So check out the description down below. Support my channel. I appreciate it. All right. Let's go back into the news here. There's a story about Elon Musk, if I can find it here. That's not it. That's one of them. Actually, I thought that I had found a... I guess I didn't. Is this it? No. Actually, it was just a story about the fact that Elon Musk... and this is a good page here. Elon Musk announced that he would accept Bitcoin for Teslas. I guess that was Wednesday, a few days back. And that's a very important milestone in Bitcoin history, if you ask me. It's a major, major company that is willing to accept Bitcoin for purchases, right? You could buy a car with Bitcoin. Now, the interesting thing about this, in addition to that, is that he said he's not going to convert it to dollars. He'll just keep it. A lot of companies are accepting Bitcoin, like Newegg. If you've ever been on Newegg software, where you can buy all kinds of equipment and stuff, you can pay with Bitcoin, but they use BitPay. And BitPay is a third-party company that actually converts the Bitcoin right away so that they get the dollars instead of the Bitcoin. Because companies are unwilling to accept Bitcoin because of its volatility, usually. They don't... that's just the way it is. I think things will change going forward. But now that Tesla has announced this, it's a milestone. Elon Musk and Tesla. Now, interestingly, there's mainstream bashing on this. Why Tesla's decision to accept Bitcoin payment is unlikely to be followed by other companies, right? Oh, only and then, it changed actually. The last time when I Googled it originally, there was a story by another mainstream company that said if you use Bitcoin to buy a Tesla, watch out for the tax man, right? So they're just like really just trying to stir up any negativity they can around this story. But to me, it's positive. And another interesting thing about that day was it bumped up the price of Bitcoin a little bit, like 5%, which is nothing with Bitcoin, right? But it didn't blow out to that new all-time high again based on that story or that announcement. Here's my I told you so Bitcoin coffee cup. And I'm glad, right? I would have liked to have seen Bitcoin blow out to an all-time high. But the fact that it pumped a little and then pulled back, it shows that Tesla and Elon Musk are not the reason why Bitcoin is doing so well, right? You see, people have been bashing Bitcoin for years, right? They always, but now they have a good new excuse. Their new excuse is it's only because of Elon Musk. It's only because of Elon Musk and Tesla that are hyping Bitcoin. That's the only reason it's doing well, is because he's hyping it. Well, that's not true, right? And so I like the fact that he made this major announcement about Bitcoin and then Bitcoin sort of pulled back, right? So it just goes to show you that the price of Bitcoin is not dependent on whether Elon Musk is tweeting about Bitcoin or making announcements about Bitcoin, right? Elon Musk did not invent Bitcoin. I have, gross respect for Elon Musk, right? The richest man in the world is a Bitcoin advocate. I'm all behind that. But he's not the reason why Bitcoin is doing so well. The reason Bitcoin is doing so well is why he's getting involved in Bitcoin, as far as I'm concerned, right? More people should understand this. And the price action kind of showed that on Wednesday, right? Yeah. And let's see. And then there's an interesting NFT story. My partner, if I can find it here, my partner Crypto.com announced on, I think they made the announcement on Tuesday, maybe, or Wednesday. I don't remember exactly the day. I put a video out that they were going to open up an NFT platform, and I have the blog for that. And I haven't quite figured it out yet. I guess you don't connect to a wallet at all. It must be full custodial. They have owners. Maybe they're Crypto.com users or just like people that have signed up for this platform. I don't know. But the really interesting thing is the caliber of celebrities that are involved in this, right? Axel Mansour, Boss Logic, Boy George, K Camp, K Loud Clarence, Lionel Richie, Mr. Brainwash, Opus, Snoop Dogg. There's a lot of artists that are going to be dropping NFTs on this platform. And it was kind of a coup that Crypto.com was able to get these guys, in partnership with them. So, this is, you guys keep hearing about NFTs and they're a major thing. So let's go on over there for just a brief moment. I went ahead, I dropped a video and showed how to sign up. And let's see, view drop. Okay, Aston Martin Cognizant F1 team. Let's hit, I'm not signed in. Let's get signed in. I was signed in earlier. That's okay. All right, let's just get ourselves signed in here. That's good. All right. Now I have to be careful because I clicked on one of these and it just went. Okay, so now let's do that. See what happens. It's going to take me in there. Okay, here we go. So I was clicking on. So this is just the Aston Martin. We want to go to explore. And yeah, these are the ones that dropped on Friday, yesterday. And I considered buying one. I'm not really, I mean, I'm into crypto and everything, but I'm not really into collecting NFTs and like buying and selling NFTs. I don't really know what's good and what's not art wise. I mean, I have collected some NFTs. I usually try to get like cheap ones or free ones or whatever. And I've played around with them a little bit, but I'm not an art expert. But these were, I believe this one was $2,000 yesterday when I looked at it early yesterday and it was like around 2,000. And I considered it and I was kind of like, I don't know. And then, now it's gone up in value. It hasn't doubled in value or anything. I mean, it's like it's gone up, that's for sure. But this is not really my thing, buying and selling. But it is to a lot of people, right? People that don't really care that much about crypto in general understand what digital collectibles are, right? I mean, my son who's 8 knows what a digital collectible is, right? My daughter knows, they get it, right? Maybe not your average person on the street. A lot of people are poo-pooing NFTs like, you have to be stupid to buy them or whatever. But digital collectibles, right? Uncopyable digital collectibles. That's the new twist, right? One of a kind or one in a series. Interesting. Very, very interesting. So we'll talk a little bit about NFTs tonight, okay? So thanks for everybody for joining. I'm going to look up here and see if there's any burning questions. Sorry about the XRP thing. I'm sorry about that. Why did they say the verification of ACH just 24 hours on Binance? It has been 5 days. I read a very interesting story about ACH deposits and wire. Maybe this is a wire. I'm not sure. I think ACH usually doesn't need information. Anyway, when, and this is Binance US, when someone transfers some money to Binance US, as an example, right? It goes through like 5 different entities, right? The bank wires it or transfers it to a wire rep or company or some insurer, guarantor. I don't know what the heck they are, but the bank transfers the money to them. And then they like transfer the money to some LLC, and then that LLC transfers it to BAM, which is the company that owns Binance US, right? The problem is that when people forget to put their account number or whatever identifier they're supposed to put in the description of their wire transfer, then that LLC in the middle doesn't know what to do with the money, right? It gets stuck there. And there's hundreds, maybe even thousands of people that are transferring money every day into Binance US, and they have limited tech support, right? And we're dealing with the financial system, which makes it even worse. So there's a lot of horror stories about people that have been waiting forever for their money, or their money got locked, or their account got locked, or whatever, because it looked fraudulent. So these things happen, but and I don't want to badmouth everybody, but in most cases, it's their fault because they didn't put the account number on there correctly, or they forgot it completely. And so their money ended up in limbo, and they want to blame Binance US because their money's gone, right? The bank sent it out. They call their bank, where's my money? And the bank says, we sent it. And so they're livid. And then they call Binance US and they can't get a response and they have to wait. But if they had properly put that identifier, now I'm not saying that's the problem with everybody, right? Some people are doing it properly and they're waiting longer than it was supposed to, right? Sometimes it takes within 24 hours. Sometimes it takes a few days. I don't fund my cryptocurrency accounts that often with cash, at least not on Binance or Binance US. I do with Coinbase, on Coinbase Pro, and they tell you right there when you put it in there, it's going to take 7 days for you to be able to withdraw. That's clear and simple. So I understand that when I do it, and I'm okay with that. Some people just throw their money in there not realizing that they're going to have to wait 7 days, and then they get mad. All right, enough of that. But you're talking about Binance, if that's Binance proper. So you must be outside the US. I've never tried to deposit money. I've never been able to deposit money in Binance. Have you tried Ledger Live on Linux? No, I've never tried that. Unfortunately, I don't have a Linux machine running right now. I've used the Electrum Bitcoin wallet on Linux, but never tried to use Ledger Live. You can connect your Ledger to any computer. You can use your phone. You can download the Ledger Live app for your phone and pair it to your, I don't know, you may have a Ledger S, I don't know. But there are options, right? You can go ask a friend and just connect it to their computer and, install Ledger Live, play around, check your balance, move some out, and then uninstall it when you leave. There's not going to be any trace of your Bitcoin on the computer. I don't know. Find an old used laptop or whatever that's running Windows if you're having issues with the software, right? Because the device has your wallets, your private keys, everything. Feel like I'm stuck after staking AD, then realizing how much interest I'll have to make if coins remain stable before I can profit, before getting out. Light in the dark. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of staking. I just don't like losing control of my coins, right? I know that's the way. I mean, you can stake on PancakeSwap and immediately take it out whenever you feel like it. I like that. Those are smart contracts. But a lot of coins have like staking, like DOT, Tezos, Cosmos. A lot of coins where you can stake natively have like this unbonding period, so that if you decide you want to stop staking, you have to wait. And I hate that. And yeah, I don't know how much money, especially if you watch the coin peak and then pull back, that's really a bummer, right? It was 8,000. He had $8,000, and then you had to wait for your unbonding period, and then by the time it unbonded, it was only worth 3,000 or something stupid like that, right? Okay, so I want to move some Bitcoin here. I want to get going, right? It's 6:30. Let's get moving. I know there's some other questions, but let's get started. The first thing I want to do is let's go over to crypto.com. And what I'd like to do is withdraw some BNB. Someone asked me earlier about moving non-BNB into Binance Smart Chain. We can talk a little bit about that. I can show you a couple of ways to do that. But let's just get started. Let's go over to crypto.com. Oops. Yeah, I don't need that. I need this. I need to do this. Okay. And let's hope this works. Technical. I'm going to share my phone with you guys. Okay. Now I think maybe, let me check here. I want to make sure I'm in the right wallet before I do this. Yeah, it's not the right wallet. Let's see here. I think this one. Yeah, let's do this one. I'd like to play around a little bit with Trust Wallet tonight because it has some interesting features that allow us to like buy some cool stuff. and it can also convert BNB from one chain to the other, right? Now, we've done this using the Binance Chain browser extension before, but tonight I'll do Trust Wallet. So, I've got this is Trust Wallet. It's a non-custodial wallet that you can download for your phone. Right? Jeez. All right. The colors here. All right, so this is the website for Trust Wallet. I'm going to paste that into the chat window over here. So you guys can download it if you want or go check it out. But I have it installed on my phone. Now, when you download this, it's going to have you set up a brand new wallet if you don't already have one. You can also import wallets into this if they're 12-word recovery and even 24. It's a pretty amazing wallet, actually. The private keys are stored on your phone, encrypted on your phone, so it's as secure as your phone, right? If you're running around with your phone with no passcode to access your phone, then it's insecure, right? If you leave your phone laying around. Have you ever noticed in the movies how no one ever uses phone locks? It is very rare in movies. Like, always in the movies, some guy picks up somebody's phone and like, oh, let's see what their last call was. And I'm like, don't people in the movies lock their phones? It's just weird. You can actually do it, right? I think a lot of like old people, I mean, I'm old too, but I think a lot of old people just don't have passcodes on their phone. They're just like not protected by a passcode. That's too much trouble. 4 letters, 4 numbers. I'm too old, right? Sorry about that. All right. I got distracted there. Okay. So we're in Trust Wallet. All right. So what I'd like to do in Trust Wallet is I'd like to at least first I want to show it to you. There it is. I've already set this wallet up, right? You'll write down your 12-word recovery phrase and you'll keep it in a safe place. If you lose your phone or your phone gets damaged, you can restore it to a different phone using the recovery phrase, just like a ledger, right? It's pretty cool. Not quite as secure as the ledger because the wallet and the private key are connected together. They're on the same device, right? But still, it's a great wallet. All right, so we want to put some BNB in this from our Crypto.com account, right? So first of all, I'm going to copy the BNB address into my clipboard. Then I'm going to roll over to Crypto.com. There we go, 56,459. That's our current price of Bitcoin in Hong Kong right now. Let's go over to accounts, right? So I've got some Crypto.com coin here. I'm just going to tap on that Crypto.com. And I'm going to sell it for BNB, right? So let's hit sell CRO, and we're going to sell it for Binance coin, and then we'll just hit sell, right? It's just an easy way to swap your CRO for BNB coin. I didn't even pay attention, but there was a fee, I believe. I don't know if there was a fee or not, actually. I missed it. Damn it. I don't think they charge you fees for selling CRO or buying CRO. I could be wrong. I wasn't paying attention. Sorry, guys. I should slow down a little bit, right? I kind of want to show you the transfer, right? I'm not too worried about the fees. Although there is a transfer fee, right? So let's go to transfer. Oh, well, first we'll go to our newly acquired Binance coin. This is BNB proper, right? This is the original BNB. They call it BEP2, right? This is not Binance Smart Chain BNB, right? This is BEP2, right? So, but we can put it in Trust Wallet. So let's hit transfer. Let's hit withdraw. I may have used this address before. I'm not sure. Let's just check what the address was, right? Just, okay, let's copy that into our code. Oh, okay, yes, I have used this address before. Okay. Curiously enough, this is the same wallet that I use for my Binance chain. And you may be wondering, why would I do such a thing? Because at one point, a couple weeks ago, Binance chain wasn't working right. So I imported the key into Trust Wallet using my 12-word recovery phrase. So now I have mirror image of my other wallet, the Binance chain wallet. But let's not think about that right now. In other words, I have whitelisted this BNB address, but that's okay, right? Let's go ahead and I'll show it to you, right? There it is, BNB1ARNY. I recognize that address. I've seen it a lot, right? So there it is. It's the top one. Binance, I call it Binance Chain Wallet because it goes to my Binance Chain Wallet. Let's hit withdraw BNB. Now let's observe what our fee is going to be here. It's almost a whole BNB coin. And let's hit max here. Okay. Let's hit withdraw. Okay. 0.1 BNB. I think that is a lot. BNB's like 2 something, right? That's really a high withdrawal fee. I thought that it was always the same. You know, like their ADA, they always charge you just 10 ADA to withdraw, whether you withdraw 100 or 1,000. I'm not sure about the BNB. Maybe it's a percentage. So I usually don't buy BNB on Crypto.com. I used to buy a lot on crypto. I didn't realize what their withdrawal fee was a little bit high. But it's not easy to find. You can buy BNB on Binance US. So maybe we should have done that, but we're just going to stick with where we are at. So let's hit confirm here. Okay, I need my 2-factor. I'm going to go over to Google Authenticator. I'm going to tap that code. I'll go back over here and I'll tap paste and we'll hit continue. And it should withdraw. And it usually goes pretty fast. So I don't know. What was that 0.1? That's like pretty outrageous, right? Let's look at where we're at here. Come on, there it is. That was pretty darn high. 0.1 was $27. Ouch. Okay. All right. Whatever. All right. I'm here to educate, right? Now you know. You're probably your best bet for buying BNB if you're just buying. And look, there I just got the alert that it came in 0.89, right? So we can go back over here. All right. And so there, it's in my Trust wallet now, right? And Crypto.com just told me I was done, right? So fast and convenient for sure, right? Withdrawal fee a little high. Okay, but let's move on, right? Now, here's the cool thing. Notice here that I have some Smart Chain BNB, which if I tap it, it says coin. Huh. It doesn't say BEP2. Okay. All right. But what I would like to do is swap BNB for Smart Chain BNB, right? So I believe you can do that on the DEX. Okay, there, I've got it in there. What is this? Okay. Oh, okay. I want 100%. There we go. Look at that. It's going to just give me a 1-to-1 within this wallet. That's pretty darn cool. So let's, oh wait, I get 0.08. That doesn't look right. No. Oh, okay. That's weird. Oh, it says my current balance is 0.08. I'm reading this wrong. All right, so let's do the swap. Let's hit send, right? It's going to swap it. Okay, it's going to take a minute. Usually you'll see the incoming and outgoing in your alerts. If you have alerts set up for Trust Wallet. All right, there it goes. I received the BNB. And then watch, it'll probably say it went out too in a second. Maybe not. Might take a few minutes. Okay. Now let's do something cool. Like let's go over here. Okay, let's do this. There we go. So now we got our Smart Chain BNB. Boom! We just swapped BNB regular for BNB Smart Chain. Ah, that was cool. All right, now let's go over to MetaMask. And let's open up MetaMask. Now I have MetaMask configured for the Binance Smart Chain here, up at the top, right? This is a network setting. If you don't know how to do this, then I encourage you to check out my video where I explain how to do that. I guess I should save this. Oh man, I was like showing you guys stuff that wasn't in the description yet. It's in there now. Okay. Uploads. There. How to configure MetaMask. Now in this video, I explain how to do it using the Binance Chain wallet. It's an extension for Chrome or Brave for the conversion. But we just did it with trust, right? So, most of the time when you're using MetaMask, you're over on the Ethereum mainnet, right? And you're playing around with Ethereum and ERC20 tokens. But you can configure MetaMask to recognize Binance Smart Chain coins. Notice the balance change there. Now, let's do a cool trick. Let's go over here and go to account details, right? And let's send that Smart Chain into my MetaMask wallet, right? I'm going to hit send, and then I'm going to open up this little camera here. I'm going to scan that code. There's the address, right? Notice that it's not a BNB address, right? It says 0x. It looks like an Ethereum address, but it is a Binance Smart Chain address. Let's go ahead and max it. Let's hit next. I'm going to get charged 5 cents for that. What a difference. When you're in the like these wallets. All right, well, let's close this. Well, let's just watch it go out. Right, it just takes it a minute. There it goes. All right, and there it is. Boom. Right, we got it in this wallet already. So now the question that someone else was asking me is, and by the way, Binance Smart Chain is going nuts right now. Pancake is like $17 right now. It was like $10 a couple days ago. Not that this is an investment for them. Okay. So the question was, okay, so how do I move some other coins? How do I? Okay, let's use Ethereum as an example. I don't know if I can show you this or not, but I'm going to attempt. If you have access to Binance, whoops, let's just go to Binance.com. And okay, right. All right, and I need my Google Authenticator code here. I'm letting one expire here. Okay, 757159. Okay. Okay. Yeah, okay. They want me to use Binance US, right? Because I'm in the US, right? Because they could see my IP address. But for example, if you have access to Binance proper, and you would like to put your Ethereum into the Binance Smart Chain, then let's see if they'll allow me to do this. I don't know, right? All right, so you go to Ethereum and you do a withdraw, and they're probably going to, oh, okay, they're going to at least let me show you how it works. All right, so I don't have any Ethereum to actually demo this, but I can withdraw Ethereum from Binance proper, right? Binance.com, not Binance US, Binance.com will allow me to send my Ethereum to their respective chains, right? I could specify I want to withdraw to the Binance Smart Chain, and it will convert it for me and put it in my Binance Smart Chain wallet, right? And not only that, but it can also do Bitcoin. All right, so if I hit withdraw, I don't think there's any Bitcoin. Oh, there's $17 worth of Bitcoin. No, wait, I'm sorry. There's no Bitcoin in here. It's like nothing. Notice here, I have all these options only in Binance. Binance allows you to convert on withdrawal. They actually will allow you to convert on deposit too. So I can say, okay, I want to send this Bitcoin to my Binance Smart Chain wallet, and it will convert it to Binance pegged Bitcoin, which is on their chain. And then you can buy and sell it in PancakeSwap. Let's look at PancakeSwap real quick. Right, I can buy BTC. Well, there. This is Binance pegged BTC. Right, it's on their chain. It's not real BTC, but it's pegged to the price of BTC. So you could buy that, or you could send your Bitcoin into this wallet, and then there would be a balance, and I could trade, right, from Binance. So, and also, if you were to deposit Bitcoin, they're not going to let me do that, right? But the deposit is very similar. It will actually offer you several choices of where your Bitcoin is coming from. It'll ask you, well, are you transferring from a Bitcoin wallet or a Binance Smart Chain wallet? And if you say you have a Binance Smart Chain wallet, they'll give you a Binance Smart Chain address. And then when you deposit it in Binance, it will convert it into regular Bitcoin. And then you can withdraw it to your Bitcoin wallet, your regular Bitcoin wallet. So if you are not in the US, get a Binance account. By all means, they have all the latest coins, and they have all this functionality that will let you withdraw and deposit to and from the Binance Smart Chain. Easy peasy, right? Gosh, I wish I could use Binance in the US. But notice that we sort of did it using our Trust wallet, right? But that was just for BNB. You can't do that. You can't convert Binance. You can't convert to Binance Bitcoin using the Trust wallet. It will. It supports it, right? You could deposit it in Trust wallet. Let me show you what I mean. So there is Bitcoin in this wallet, right? But notice if I go to add more BTC, see they have the other. They have the BEP20 Bitcoin, right? They have the Binance wrapped ERC20 Bitcoin. They have BEP2 Bitcoin in this wallet, right? They're not going to let me swap my Bitcoin for Binance Peg Bitcoin, right? They don't do that. Let's see. BTC. Will they let me do that? I don't think so. No. It would have had to have been wrapped Bitcoin or something like that. Yeah, see, they don't have like regular Bitcoin here. Nah, it's not going to work. Can't do that. But you can if you have a Binance account. So what do you do if you're in the US and you can't access Binance, right? As soon as I'm done with this, we'll move on. You would go over to you go to PancakeSwap and go to the bridge. Actually, you can just go to the bridge. You don't have to go from, it's just a link to their site, right? This is the Binance Bridge on Binance.org. I'll give you address. This one will allow you to convert all kinds of good stuff back and forth on the chains, but it won't allow you to do it if you're in the US. So if you use a VPN, perhaps you could get around this. And then you could use Binance or Bridge to do these conversions of non-BNB coins, right? If it's just BNB, then use Trust Wallet. And, use Trust Wallet to convert your BNB. Go over and then buy and sell the Bitcoin or whatever. If the Bitcoin or the Ethereum goes up, then liquidate to BNB and go backwards, right? That's how you want to do it. If all you're doing is trading to like make money or trade on the Binance Smart Chain, when you're done, just liquidate back to BNB and then you can withdraw and convert, right? Or you can use the bridge, right? There's a bunch of cryptocurrencies that you can choose. We'll just like choose Bitcoin here for an example. It can go from Bitcoin network over to Binance Smart Chain, right? And then you would connect your wallet, which it probably won't let me do because I'm in the US. But then I could send Bitcoin from my Bitcoin wallet into this Binance Smart Chain wallet, my Metamask Binance Smart Chain wallet, right? Or out, right? You could do it the other way too, right? If you had Binance Peg Bitcoin in this wallet, I could send it out to my Ledger Bitcoin wallet using the bridge, right? But I can't go on a VPN right now because I'm streaming on YouTube. I'd probably get disconnected from you guys. Okay. Sorry, I get caught up in explanations. Oh, and Scott. He wants me. I hope he's not cooking a pie. All right. So we are going to transfer some Theta from our Theta wallet to our Kucoin cryptocurrency exchange. So let me get signed into my Kucoin account. Sorry, this took me so long, Scott. I'm so sorry. Should have done this one first. Kucoin is, okay, so if we look on CoinGecko, which is a great resource for Theta, right? Theta's been going crazy lately. A lot of people are asking me about Theta. So, and Scott asked me, how do I withdraw Theta from my Theta wallet that's ledger-based to a cryptocurrency exchange so that I can sell some, right? I want to sell some, right? Okay, so there aren't that, look at the exchanges that are available for Theta. None of them are in the US, right? There's a bunch of like hokey ones, right? And Binance, of course. But I can't sell on Binance. I can't trade on Binance. I can go on there and poke around, but I can't do anything, right? But I do have, and I've signed up for Hotbit. I'm not a huge fan of Hotbit. It's okay, but they won't do market orders. You got to do like limit orders, which I hate. But the Kucoin, all right? So we're going to get signed into Kucoin. Let's get ourselves signed in. Login. All right, we'll get that going. I'm not a robot. I am not a robot. Don't you think a robot could click that thing? I mean, if he was a real robot like Sophia, right? She could click that. Easy. Okay. I got to get my Kucoin. Whoops. Okay. Here we go. All right, let's get in here. All right, so there's some in here. It's like more than I expected. But anyway, all right, so let's see what we want to do. We want to go to our main account, right? The Kucoin is kind of weird the way it works. Is you can deposit and withdraw from the main account. But if you want to trade, you have to like transfer it into the trading account. And then you can trade, and then you have to transfer it back to the main account. It's kind of hokey, kind of weird. Okay, sorry. All right, but anyway, what I'd like, so I'm in the main account. I want to deposit some Theta, right? They will allow me to deposit Theta in here. Awesome. All right, there's our deposit address for our Theta. All right, now let's go over to our Theta wallet, right? So I'm going to get my Ledger device, which I have. Because I was building my rig, I was cleaning up my desk because I'm going to, like, new rig, going to clean all the dust bunnies out from my desk and everything. So I, like, cleared out all the stuff that I had. Okay, so here's my Ledger. Now, you'll notice I haven't been in Ledger Live tonight. I usually play around with Ledger Live quite a bit, but I'm just going to demonstrate to you how you can use the Ledger without using Ledger Live to manage cryptocurrency. Now, you do need to install the app on the device using Ledger Live, right? You got to start there. But I've already done that, right? I already have the Ethereum app on my device. I'm just going to enter my PIN here. All right, so I've entered my PIN. I'm going to move the camera. You guys can see what I'm doing. All right. Ooh, what's that? Indonesian mountain of fire erupts again. That's kind of interesting. Of course, my wife is from Indonesia. I've been to Indonesia. Been to Yogyakarta. I don't know if that's in Yogyakarta or not. Very wonderful place. There's so many things I miss about that country. Okay, so I'm at the home screen here. Now, we're going to go to Theta. What is that? Oh, it's just a new tab. So I'm getting news on my new tabs now. Okay. Okay, so let's go over here to cryptocurrencies, right? I'm going to go to the Theta wallet. I'm assuming Scott has already done this, right? Notice how I can create a standalone Theta wallet using a key store. I'm actually signing in, but I don't use any of these methods. It's key store, mnemonic, and private key. The key store is a file on your computer, which is okay. The mnemonic is like a 12-word phrase, which you have to enter every time, which is very insecure. And the private key, the same, right? It's a long number that you have to enter to access your wallet. Very insecure. Much better to use the hardware option and have a Theta wallet on your ledger where the private keys are stored on the ledger. And like I said, you need the Ethereum app on your device to do this, right? It's weird. There's no Theta app. It just uses the Ethereum app, and the addresses look very similar. So a lot of people get confused about Theta. So me too. So we're in the Ethereum app, right? Let's choose Ledger. We'll hit continue here. All right, it's going to go through some motions here. All right, and this is my Theta wallet. Notice that there's like multiple ones. You could like go to infinity almost with Theta addresses. I shouldn't have done that. All right, empty ones, right? But I need to get in here, right? This is the Theta that I have that I want to transfer. I want to sell some of this Theta, man. Theta has like gone so high. How do I sell this darn Theta? That's what Scott wants to know. And you guys might want to know that. Now, before we do this, I want to show you a couple of things, right? In the settings, in the Ethereum app settings, we need our contract data to be allowed, right? So if we click on that, both buttons, it goes to not allowed. So we click both buttons, we go to allowed. And then over here, debug data, for me, it's not displayed. I don't know if that makes a difference, but we've got displayed. What is it's not allowed? Oh, I don't know what, I screwed something up. I don't know what I did. All right, a contract data allowed, this displayed. Huh, it's like acting funky. All right, so not displayed is what I had, right? So I don't know if that really makes a huge difference, but those are my settings, just so you guys know, right? And this would be very similar with the Ledger Nano S2. They have the buttons are on the top. All right, so we got our deposit address, right? Let's copy that one into our clipboard. Let's go back over here. And now we want to do a send. Let's send 10. Whoops. Invalid. Oh, that's the address field. Dun, dun, dun. All right, let's paste in that address. There it is. Right, we can, let's see, we can just double check. Right, 82624. 82624 0EE. Okay, looks. I'm convinced that that's the correct address. I'm sending this to my Kucoin account. Let's do 10. Right, it's going to cost me a little bit of T fuel, not much. Let's hit send. All right, now here's the moment of truth. When I hit send, I'm going to need to do something on my device. Let's hit send. All right, now it's asking me to confirm and send. All right, here it comes. Watch my device. Review transaction. The little arrow says move over to the next screen. Data present. ETH 0. Address 0. Max fees. Accept and send. It's like it doesn't quite give you very good instructions because like it's not Ethereum. It's Theta. But it's using the Ethereum app. Right, and there it goes. I sent 10. So that was it, right? I just had to scroll through those options and click accept and send. I thought I don't remember the last time, I must not have been paying attention. I don't remember all those zeros the last time. Did I send it to the right address? Yeah, it's got the address right here, 2, right? But you have to sign the outgoing transaction on your device. That's how it works, because the private key is stored on my device. So that's sending Theta to an exchange, right? Let's turn this thing off here. From a ledger-based Theta wallet, right? Now, I think there's ways to stake in this wallet. I'm not like getting all caught up in that. I don't really care that much for that. And then I'll kind of give you a... okay, so you see I sold some last week, right? Right, but I'll see... there, it's right there. 10, coming in progress, right? Once it gets into our account, then we can sell it if we want, right? We would have to move it into that trading account and then sell it for Bitcoin or Tether or whatever. And then, see, that's the thing. I can't cash out from Kucoin, but I could trade it for something that I can easily sell, right? I cash it, or I could swap it for Bitcoin and then send it back to Coinbase, and I can liquidate on Coinbase my Bitcoin, right? I can't send my Theta to Coinbase, but I can send my Theta to an exchange that supports Theta and allows me to trade it for a more major currency like Bitcoin. And that's where they always say proves them wrong. They always say you can't spend Bitcoin on anything, right? Elon Musk has sort of turned that one on its head to a certain extent. But they're still saying, well, just because Elon Musk is doing it, that doesn't mean everyone else is going to accept Bitcoin. Don't hold your breath. But this is a use case for Bitcoin. Coinbase will take Bitcoin all day long, right? If I want to liquidate an altcoin, I can trade it for Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is universally accepted by major exchanges, right? So I can sell my Bitcoin for dollars on Coinbase, on just about any cryptocurrency exchange. So yes, there are a lot of places that accept Bitcoin, right? They're called cryptocurrency exchanges. Not quite done yet, but that's done. Let me look at some questions, and then I'm going to go into my Binance US account, and I'm going to do some withdrawals for you guys. So those are the main questions I've been getting. Withdrawals and deposits. Withdrawals and deposits. How do I move my coin from one place to another? Of course, right? That's the skill we all need to learn. I had somebody ask me that old question, And I don't want to reveal her name. Let me pull it over here. Bless her heart. I'm just going to read it to you. I'm not going to reveal who it was. Oh, I don't know if I can find her or not. Oh, yeah, here it is. Okay, here's the question. I submitted a question to Trezor about a month ago. I still haven't heard back from them. My question is, oh, okay, there, boom. The Theta's available, right? So there you go. I hope that helps, Scott. Here's her question. I know there's probably some burning questions on the live stream. I just want to read this question to you guys. I know. I'm getting old. Okay. Awesome videos. I'm a subscriber. I submitted a question to Trezor about a month ago. I still haven't heard back from them. My question is about how the funds you have on the hardware wallet stay current. For example, if you put 100,000K onto a Trezor hardware wallet today, will it still be just 200K in 20 years? What is the difference? If you put 100K on the device 10 years from now from 100K today, I know what the difference is. We all know the difference, but how does the device know the prices and the difference with the years increasing in prices? Isn't it better just to leave your money on an exchange so you can literally watch your money grow? I can't find any videos on this subject. I've Googled it. I've emailed the company. Do you have an answer? Right? This is the classic question that people ask because they think when they move their Bitcoin to a wallet that somehow it does not change value in the wallet. And I've said this so many times on the live stream. If you take gold from your safety deposit box and you put it under your bed and the price of gold goes up, does that mean that the gold under your bed is worth more? And the answer is a resounding yes, it does. So then you take the gold back to the merchant, the coin dealer, and you sell your gold for the higher price. That is the same concept with a hardware wallet. You take your Bitcoin from an exchange, you put it in your wallet. If the price of Bitcoin goes up from 10K, you've got 10K worth of Bitcoin, and then now it's worth 100K, then you move it back to the exchange and you sell it, right? Just because it's in your wallet doesn't mean that somehow the price of Bitcoin is frozen in your wallet. That's not the way it works, right? You just move it back and sell it. And then her follow-up was, why don't I just leave it on the exchange? That's also a good question, right? A lot of people choose to do that. They would rather leave it on the exchange so that when the price goes up, they can sell it, right? They don't have to run and get their ledger and transfer it. Now I can do that in like 5 minutes. But some people, they haven't done any practice. They're all verklempt and their fingers are sweaty and they're watching the price of Bitcoin and they're trying to transfer and they're freaking out, right? You could leave 20% on the exchange for a quick sale, or 50%, or 100%. But my contention is it's safer and more secure to store your Bitcoin in your own wallet. What if the exchange goes out? What if, the IRS seizes all your funds? What if they go out of business? What if they get hacked? I mean, if it's in your wallet, then you control it. If it's on the exchange, they control it, right? You have the right to sell your Bitcoin, but what if you can't get logged in, right? What if you get locked out of your account? So many ifs when you keep Bitcoin on an exchange. Okay. I hope you like that one, Scott. All right. All right, a lot of people here tonight. Okay. I hope there was no spammers. There are a few, but they've already been hidden, right? I guess. Just telling the basics to everybody. Yes, Jana, thanks for joining. Dad, I've got a question. I'm getting old, haha. We still love you though. All right, let's see. Jana has a question. Dad, I've got a question. Can you hear? It's a new person, haha. Lovely. 1 coin equals 1 coin and 1,000 coin equals 1,000 coins. It doesn't vesperize. It stays the same, but only the price changes. Yes. Hide that. Jana, did you have a question? One scammer reported him. Thank you. You know, I'm sorry, guys, but I report people are always asking me, why don't you report these people? Believe me, I do. I mean, it's like, I don't know what it's like. It's like stomping on cockroaches. You can run down into the basement and stomp cockroaches all day long. And then you'll go down there the next day and there's more. Right? That's just how these scammers work. I can ban them from posting on my channel all day long. And then the next day, there's more of them doing the same thing. In my live stream chat, in my comment sections, they'll pretend to be me. They look like they'll take my icon, they'll create an account with my name and my picture and pretend to be me and tell people to contact him on Telegram or whatever, and they're trying to scam people, and I ban them every day. I can go through and ban 10 times, and then the next day they'll be back. So I'm sorry it's like that, but that's just the way it is. All right, let me see if Jenna has a question. Okay. CryptoDad, you're my #1 teacher when it comes to Ledger. Thanks. I started to understand how Ledger works. I love Kucoin. Use it daily. I agree. It's annoying, the trading account thing. Once you get used to it, it's not that bad. Someone give Dad a tip. He deserves it. All right, Scott, Mr. David. Is Mr. David here? Welcome, Mr. David. Haven't heard from you in a while. I hope everything's okay with you, Mr. David. I see David. David from Michigan. Okay. 5-part instructions. There are 5-part instructions I never saw before. I sold 2, but I held since it was under 20 cents. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, I cashed out a little bit of my Theta the other day. Put it in my bank. It's the way to do it, right? When you cash out, all right, I'm getting into investment advice. We don't want to go there, right? You know what? If you want investment advice, watch CryptoLark. I think I still have a link to crypto in the upper right corner here. Check him out. But he always says you sell. Most people sell on the red days and buy on the green days. You want to be selling on the green days and buying on the red days, right? So on those green days where you look at your portfolio and everything's green, and you're already thinking about that new boat you're going to buy, or the house that you'll buy is, just a little bit more, and I'll have enough for that new house or whatever, and you're all happy. And then the next day everything's red, and you're screaming, and you're like selling at a loss, and you want to sell on those green days. Those are the days to sell. And then you want to put a little stable coin aside, so on the red days you can scoop up a little more of the coins that you like. See them down. Okay, Scott saw the tutorial. I'm glad. I was worried that Scott may have been cooking a pie or making something really good in his kitchen. When I come to Hawaii, Scott, I want to come by and we'll have coffee or whatever, but I'd love to meet you. It'd be so cool. I'm getting old. Okay, let's go down here. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to scroll up a little bit. My Binance account has been messed up for a month and they fail to communicate. Yeah. There's usually a ticket system where you can send them a ticket, and they are slow. I get it. It's frustrating when you're dealing with your money. It's always been this way with crypto. I mean, when was the last time you called Amazon? I mean, Amazon, it's really hard to get through to Amazon too. Like you try to, you click around on the Amazon site to if you have an issue or whatever, they always send you to like a chat or a bot or a support ticket or whatever. It's like practically impossible to get somebody on the phone at Amazon, but you can if you're diligent. Actually, you can just Google Amazon phone number and they'll show you their support line. And then you go through their menu system and you end up talking to somebody in India. Maybe they'll help you. I don't know. It's just the way these companies are. It's not anything new. Dad, my girlfriend is also a fan of you. That's cool. All right, so let me get to the wrong. Yeah, okay. Extra rice, please. Use my tokens on the homepage of the VeChain wallet. You have to set contract data to yes and multi-clause to yes on your Nano X. Thank you, Dan. That's great. Dan is a repeat viewer, which I really appreciate, and Scott also, and both of them are so kind to answer other people's questions. It's very nice. Is Kucoin lending reliable and safe? I cannot speak to that. I generally, it's a foreign exchange, and I can't fund it with my US dollars. So I generally will sell, I'll fund it, and then I'll sell and withdraw in general. There's a coin I left on here because I don't know where else to put it. I don't know I don't have a wallet for it or anything. So I could have figured it out, but I didn't. I just left it on there. Most of the time, if there's a weird coin, I'll look for a wallet for it, and I'll figure out how to store it in my own wallet, and I'll go to Kucoin, I'll fund it with Bitcoin, make the trade, buy that coin I'm looking for, and withdraw it to my own wallet. That's generally what I do. Like for example, these 10 Theta, we could swap them for Bitcoin and then withdraw back to our own Bitcoin wallet. But I don't want to sell my Theta, man. Oh man, I don't want to do it. Not on this. Let's do some other withdrawals though. I wanted to show you. Let's see. This is Binance. Let's get out of this. Let's go over here to Binance US, right? Here we are on the Binance US. And like I said, I accumulate little bits of cryptocurrency because I've given referral links and people sign up for Binance US and I get like a little piece of, I don't know, it's like probably 0.1% or less. But they pay me in the coins. So it's interesting because whatever coins are popular are sort of in my thing, or I've got one guy that's been buying a lot of one, right? Because I'm always accumulating one, right? So Harmony One, let's store this in our own wallet, and then I'll do the VTO and the VET, right? Let's start with the Harmony One. Now I have a Harmony One wallet, and it's on my other device. Someone asked me too about, is this the right one? Yeah. Someone asked, doggone it. See, I've been cleaning up my desk and I disconnected that cable. I need that USB cable. Okay. Oops. Sorry. I think this is it. All right. I can just plug this into my keyboard. Yeah. Unplug my keyboard. All right. I'm assuming you guys can hear me okay. That's good. I have this new mic. It's pretty cool. All right, so I'm going to disconnect the X and connect the S. For some reason, and I'm pretty sure it's still like this. It's very weird. but the Harmony wallet won't work with the Ledger Nano X for some bizarre reason. I don't know why that is. It's something to do with the code. The developers over at Harmony develop code that only works on the Ledger Nano S for some reason. Don't know why that is. These apps are dependent on the individual developers for the coin, if you're not aware of that, right? All these apps, I mean, I'm sure Ledger contributes a little bit, but mostly they're written by the actual developers for the coin, if you weren't aware of that, right? So, all right, so I'm on my Ledger Nano S. Let's go into the Harmony One app. Right, it's ready. It's in ready mode. Let's go over to Harmony. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and sign myself out here real quick. Now, ignore this, right? If you look down there, I had someone ask me about this. They're like, "Oh, it just told me I have to go to Ledger Live." I'm like, "No, don't. It's not. Has nothing to do with the Harmony app. It's just a browser message that detected your device, right? You should ignore this, right? It has nothing to do with the Harmony or the Harmony One. Little tip. Where am I? Over there. Okay. I'm gonna sign out real quick. The reason I'm going to sign out is because it needs to kind of refresh. Now, I'm not going to be sending any Harmony out tonight. Well, I could show you how it would work, right? But if you sign in and use an existing address, right, and use your Ledger Nano, it has other hardware and other ways to create this wallet. Right? I'm going to hit sign in. And then we'll take us over to our portfolio. And I can click up here, which you can't see because this dumb thing is in the way. All right, if we click up here, it says click show on Ledger. So let's click on that. There. See the device? It says display address. I'll click yes. I have to hit both buttons here. It's kind of confusing. All right, so there's the address. I can scroll through it just to make sure that it matches the one that I see on the screen. Yes. All right, I'm good. All right, I'll hit both buttons now. Get rid of that. All right, let's move this guy back over here. I don't need this device anymore, really. Now that I have the address in my clipboard, the device does not need to be connected to receive cryptocurrency, the wallet, right? The wallet is on the Harmony blockchain, all right? I've already verified my address, so I can just disregard the device now. I don't need to do anything on the device in order to receive, except validate, verify the address, which I did. I'm done, right? So let's go back over here. Let's go to Harmony One. Ah! They've disabled withdrawals. Oh, curse them. Every now and then a coin will have withdrawals or deposits disabled. It's maintenance or whatever. It's just, oh well. I'll just leave it in there. But if I could have, which I can't, then let's, just the example, right? I would just paste my one address and then, choose max, which would have been different for the one, and submit, right? It's very simple to withdraw from Binance US. And then they'll verify it, right? They'll send you an email, a couple other things. But let's go ahead and do the others, all right? I'm sorry, I should have seen that right away. But at least I showed you, right? Let's do the VT Thor, the VThor, right? So in order to do this, for a ledger-based wallet, we'll need to use the Sync app. So let's go to Sync, QRS. Right, here's Sync. this is the app that you need to manage your VE chain using a ledger, right? Now I need to disconnect this Ledger Nano S. Boy, that was an exercise in futility, wasn't it? That's okay. You saw the, you saw the steps, right? Right. So the private keys for my VThor are also on my ledger. And we're going to be just sending in. I really don't need to do this, but I'm going to go through the motion of verifying the address with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and connect my Ledger Nano X. And I'll enter my PIN. Someone left me a comment earlier on YouTube, and the only thing it said was X or S. But that was a good question. The answer to that is X. If you can afford it, please. If you bought any Bitcoin and it's more than $1,000 worth of, okay, if you only have $300 worth of Bitcoin or whatever, that you used, the money that you saved up in the cookie jar over, 3 months or 4 months or whatever. And I get it. You're on a budget, right? So you don't want to spend more than you have to. So a lot of people buy the S because it's cheaper. But if you got thousands of dollars worth of Bitcoin, then, stop being a cheapskate and just buy the better device, right? Bigger screen, holds more apps, right? If all you're doing is Bitcoin, then maybe the S is okay for you. But people are always complaining, I can only fit like 3 or 4 apps on the S. And, it doesn't hold enough apps. So you have to delete one to make room for another and swap. It's a real hassle. I was so happy when I got the X. I don't have to go through that. So yeah, X would be the way to go. All right, so let's take a look here. Now, as far as the VE chain, there is a VE chain app. You have to go to Ledger Manager and install it. It's in Ledger Live. It's where you install apps. Let's find it. It's here somewhere. Is that it down there? Yeah. All right, so there is a VE chain app. So let's go in there. All right, it's ready. Ignore that thing down there. Do not click that, man. It's going to take you to it's going to launch Ledger Live. It's going to do all kinds of weird stuff. It's actually going to take you to the Ledger website, right? Ignore that. I think it's just very irritating. It's a browser message, all right? All right, so let's go up to our wallet. All right, I've got a wallet here called New Ledger that's connected to this Ledger Nano X. Click that. All right, so there is our VET, right? We've got some VET, and we've got some VTHO. So how do we get the VTHO in here? Well, it's the same address as the VET. So we just click the address and go back over to our exchange, and let's do a withdrawal. This time it looks like it's going to work. And let's paste it in there. I didn't verify that thing yet, so let me show you that too. Verify. If I click verify, it shows me the address on my device and on my screen, right? And I can match them together. I can just go over here and click approve, right? I verified the address, but I don't need the device to receive the crypto, right? All I need to do is verify the address. So that's done, right? Sorry, I skipped that step. Okay, so let's do the max, right? Because I want to send it all. And I'll hit submit. And my Google Authenticator code for Binance US is 946370. Oops. Wrong one. Oh, I used the wrong one. Okay. Saw me do it. All right, I'm going to wait for this thing to come back around. All right. I was looking at the wrong one. I was looking at the Binance one. All right, so here's their security. I just got an email from Binance, right? I need to go over to the email and click verify or confirm withdrawal. and it says withdrawal submitted, right? I can go back over here. I can go to withdraw and choose crypto and watch that my VTHO is processing out. Right? We'll watch it come into our wallet here in a sec. But while we're here, let's go ahead and copy that address into our clipboard again and go back over to Binance US. And let's get that. There's some vet in there too. Right, let's do withdraw on the vet. Let's paste in the address. Let's hit max again. Let's hit submit again. Let's look at the right code on our phone. All right, they're going to send that email verification again. There's that. Let's hit confirm. Withdraw. It's going to take... I always just open another tab in my browser. I think if you do it on your phone, it may not work right. It might. Right? It's better to, you know, use another tab in the same browser. All right. All right, we go to withdrawal history. Again, let's go to withdraw and crypto. And we see that they're both processing out. All right. But we don't need the device anymore. We can kind of put that guy down. So then we're done. Let's see, is there anything else in here that we can withdraw somewhere? Ravencoin. Okay. Check this out. Ravencoin is available on Trust Wallet. Let's go back here. All right, so I'm in Trust Wallet, and it supports a lot of coins, right? And so I would like to store some Ravencoin in this wallet. So how do I add a new coin? I go up to the very top right. There's like those settings little icon up there. It's like 2 circles with dashes. Just tap that. And now I search for the coin that I want, Raven. All right, there it is, right? And I just like enable Ravencoin. That's all I have to do. We'll hit done. And then now you can see I've got Ravencoin on this, in this wallet, right? It's 0 balance. So I want to just transfer the Ravencoin into my wallet from Binance US. So I'm going to tap receive. There is my address. But unfortunately, Binance US is on my computer. I have the Binance US app on my phone, but let's just assume that we're trying to figure out how to move it from... we want the address in my web browser, right? So I'm going to email it to myself. I'll hit share, and I'll choose mail, and then I'll choose Rex. I'm going to send it to myself. We'll hit send. All right. Now I have access to that address on my computer, right? We can just like leave this open. Let's keep that open. Well, it's like fine. Oh, yeah, we can even verify the address when we go back here. Do I have an email window open? I don't think so. Let's do it. Going crazy on tabs as usual. I was doing those group tabs. That fell off pretty quick. Too lazy. It's okay. All right, there's my Ravencoin address. Let's copy that into our clipboard. Let's go back here. Let's do our withdraw from Binance US. Let's paste in that address. Let's do the max because we want it all. Let's check our phone and make sure that's the same address, right? Looks good to me. Look, the same, right? So let's hit submit. Let's put in our Google Authenticator code. I'm going to need to switch over to Google Authenticator for that one. That's good. Ah! What did I do? All right, let's try again. Okay, 247290. Whoops. Ah! All right, let's just let it expire. I must have done Binance again. I'm kind of off tonight, aren't I? And I haven't had anything to drink except Pellegrino. Okay. New code. Binance US. Okay. There we go. All right. Now we need to go to our email again. There's our email from Binance US. Let's hit confirm withdrawal. Takes us over here. We'll go to our history. We want to check our withdrawals of crypto. And now we've got 3 processing out. Take a few minutes for them to come up fully. Not that long, though. We could check out PancakeSwap, because I did put some Binance Chain coin in there earlier, so I can show you a little bit about how PancakeSwap works and Bunny. Why not, right? Let me check the questions, see if there's anybody with burning questions. Burning chunk of love. There is Binance US. Do you live in the US? I thought Binance was not allowed in the US. We're using Binance US. It's like this. It's like Binance, but it doesn't have all the coins that Binance has, and it doesn't have all of the functionality that Binance has for doing conversions from the different chains, right? Huh. Boy, that was a blast from the past. Mines. I thought I had some Mines token. Didn't see any reason to get the X instead of S. That's, like I said, if all you're doing is 1 or 2 coins, or you're savvy enough to know how to swap the apps on and off, and you're willing to do that, then save a little money, buy the S. It works just fine. Nothing wrong with the S. I like the X better because it has a bigger screen and holds more apps. That's just me. I have a bunch. I got them all over the place. I bought a bunch over the years. Like when a new one would come out, I'd buy it. I have like the white paper edition S. I have the Moon version of the Ledger Nano X. I mean, as soon as the X came out, I bought one, and then I did some stuff for Ledger. I mean, this wasn't even. I guess it was because I'm one of their affiliates. I don't know, but they wanted to interview me and ask me questions about some of their strategies and stuff. So I talked with someone for like an hour, and they sent me like 3 Ledger Nano X's, and then no, I'm sorry. She sent me one. She sent me one free Ledger Nano X, and then I did another thing for them where they had like this forum, and I recorded like a 30-second blurb for their like presentation. And they gave me all kinds of stuff for that. That was cool. They were like, "Oh, well, we can't pay you any money." I'm like, "Okay." And I said, "It'd be an honor anyway." And they said, "Well, we can give you some merch." And I'm like, "Go for it." And they sent me 3 Ledger Nano X's and T-shirts and hats and all kinds of stuff. I was pretty happy. Okay, so Ron wants to know the risk of staking cake and syrup. That's fine. Let's cover that. If I have a Ledger Nano S and I'm ready to install a Ledger Nano X, does the Ledger Live know which amount I have put on each device, or does it just give me a grand total? Hope that makes sense. There's a lot of strategies when you buy an X and you want to start using, you have an S already and you've got Ledger Live all set up, and then you decide to buy an X. What do? You can create new accounts that are based on the Ledger Nano X, right? Let's do Ledger Live real quick, just for a second. A lot of people ask me about this. How does Ledger Live know? Well, it does. I don't know. Well, it knows because it simply queries the device. Okay? So what it does is it connects to... All right, here we go. Let's look at this one. Ugh, too much personal information being revealed here, right? That's why we have Rottweilers. Just kidding. We have a crazy husky that would jump on you and scratch you and bite you because it loves you, but it would hurt. I'll tell you that right now. Anyway, let's get past all that. All right, so I created this account with my Ledger Nano X. So when you create new accounts, when you say add account, you tell it, okay, I want to create a new Bitcoin account, and it asks you to connect your device. Right? It says connect your device and open your Bitcoin app. The reason why it does that is because it is querying the device to generate a new Bitcoin wallet. So no matter, even if you buy a new device or you have 10 devices, this one account will always be tied to the device that created it. Right? So you can create multiple accounts, and I'm just going to make it happy here. I'm not going to do this. Right? All right, so if I buy, these are all connected to my Ledger Nano S, and I go out and I buy an X, then I can add new accounts for my X, and they will be separate from the accounts from my X. Now, it would behoove me to name them appropriately so that I could say, this is Bitcoin, this Bitcoin account, like Bitcoin main Ledger X, right? We could alter the name to Bitcoin main. I'm getting all, can't do this. Why is this not working? Is it just me? Okay. All right. In other words, that account, this Bitcoin main Ledger X, is associated with my Ledger Nano X. So I could have Ledger Nano S accounts and Ledger Nano X accounts if I wanted to keep them separate. Let's say you decide to upgrade to the X, but you just want everything to stay the same. Well, that's the easy case, actually. You don't have to touch your Ledger Live. All you do is when you get that shiny new Ledger Nano X, instead of setting it up as a new device, you restore from the same 24-word recovery phrase that you wrote down when you set up your Ledger Nano S. So now you have two devices that have the exact same master private key, and then they're interchangeable. You can they give all the accounts would match the X or the S because as far as Ledger Live is concerned, they're the same device. That's the easiest way to do that. And that's as I'm setting up my new rig. I was looking at some videos here. I'll give you a link to this video real quick. Right, that is the easiest, most it's not transparent, whatever the word is. Consistent, or the easiest way is to restore your new Ledger Nano X using the 24-word recovery phrase of your Ledger Nano S. And then you won't have to do anything to Ledger Live. You won't have to create any new accounts. The devices will be mirror images of each other. Easy peasy, right? Maybe you want different coins on each device. That's where you create accounts depending on which device is attached. But if you simply want to just hit the ground running with your brand new shiny device with all your same accounts and not have to touch anything, then restore the new Ledger Nano X using the 24-word recovery phrase from your old Ledger Nano S. Easy. All right, let's jump into PancakeSwap. Right, we funded this wallet earlier. Right, you remember we sent some BNB in here. All right, so the question that Peter asked was, how safe is it? Or was that Peter? Who asked that question? I want to give you due credit. I'm sorry, I can't find it. But you asked me. You said, "Hey, how do I know if it's safe or not?" So there's a few ways of looking at it. One is I believe they have been audited, right? And that I think the audit just checks their code, if I'm not mistaken, to see if it works. I don't know. I don't know if an audit is like a software audit or a business audit, but a lot of these developers are anonymous, I guess, because they don't want someone kidnapping them and putting a gun to their head, something. I don't know. But a lot of these guys are anonymous for whatever reason. Now there are some teams where they reveal who they are. They're like a real business or whatever that are have tokens on the Binance Smart Chain. But as far as I know, the Pancake people are still anonymous. I don't know. I could be wrong. Right? So are they audited? Yes. Right? Number two, like just experience-wise, if they're going to do a rug pull, then or if they had done a rug pull, then they wouldn't be up here making money anymore. Right? So it's like the guy on the street that's selling sandwiches. If he's using stale bread, nobody's going to buy his sandwiches. Right? Or if he's using old meat and disguising the taste of it so you can't tell it's rancid and you eat it and you go home and you get violently ill, then you're not going to buy sandwiches from this guy anymore. Right? It's like buyer beware. I know, right? They could be waiting for that perfect moment to pull the rug. Just like everyone mentions, like Ledger is one day going to like steal everybody's private keys, which they're not. But people like it's a big conspiracy. But so that's number two is reputation, right? Yes, it is safe because they want to maintain their reputation. They've got a good team. A lot of people use it. All right, so you can go over to what is this here? DeFi Station, and you can see that PancakeSwap is still number 2. Venus is number 1. I don't do Venus. Venus is a little tricky, but I should be using Venus because you can make pretty good return on Venus. But I will copy this into the clipboard and paste that in there. The reason why they're so high and they have so much liquidity and so much volume is because they have a good reputation and people trust them and they're a good site, right? Now there's always the chance that there's a bug in the code that a hacker could exploit, right? That's always a risk on these platforms, right? So there's always a risk, right? Now they had a DNS attack, but it wasn't their website and it wasn't their smart contract code. It was DNS settings on their internet provider. Somehow somebody spoofed their DNS and was pretending to be them and asking people to enter their private key. That was a scam, but that was not their fault. That happened recently, right? But it's not as secure as your bank, I guess, although some people would disagree. Right? Everyone's like, oh, well, the FDIC has guaranteed my bank. If they get robbed, then the bank, the government will give me my money back, right? Well, what if all the banks fail? It's was it like one of those open secrets that the amount of money that is supposedly insured by the FDIC, they don't have enough money to cover all of that, right? So how safe are your bank funds? In the case of but as people trust banks, right? But I don't know if you have grandparents or people from the Depression era that don't trust banks, and you're like, oh man, come on, you don't trust banks, man? Come on, Grandpa, because in the Depression the banks all failed and people lost their deposits. All right. Supposedly, that's never going to happen again. But banks can fail too. So there's always a risk when you put your money somewhere, right? That's why I say you should keep it in your own wallet. But these smart contracts are pretty darn good. You make some good return. All right, so let's do something, right? Let's do something. All right, so we've got 1.28 BTC, or BNB, pardon me. And this is Smart Chain BNB. Let's use it to buy some cake. So let's do cake. Cake. All right, there's cake. This is like the coin that drives PancakeSwap, right? Let's do 0.5 BNB. How much cake are we going to get for that? 7.7 cake. Let's hit swap here. All right, we're going to confirm that. And then we're going to go and sign the transaction in our Metamask wallet, right? We'll confirm that. And I forgot to check the fee there, but it was very low. Less than $1 most likely. Right? Now we have some cake and we have some BNB. Now we want to create a liquidity pair, right? Liquidity pairs means that you are facilitating this exchange by contributing your liquidity to the pool of liquidity, and by doing so, you are going to get paid a slice of the trading fees, right? That's how you're going to gain return on your money. Okay. Somebody said something. Thick skin, right? Stupid. People call me stupid, ugly, old, all kinds of cool stuff. I've gotten used to it by now, right? I used to really get my, messed up when people would criticize me in the comments. I don't do it. Not anymore. All right, so liquidity. So we just go over here to liquidity. Now we want to choose add liquidity. Now I'm just giving you the basic example of the cake BNB pair, right? It's the most popular pair out there. So we'll do BNB and cake, right? Now we need an equal amount of each, right? And you notice that I left myself a little bit of BNB to spare, right? So if I max out the cake, it should be pretty much 0.5 BNB because that's how much cake I bought, right? It's the equal amount of both coins. Eggman called me racist. How am I racist? Because I'm using dark mode? Is that why I'm racist? What does that mean anyway? I'm racist. I haven't said anything racist, have I? I don't know. That's weird. Okay, 0.49 supply. Let's hit supply. He's trying to cancel me. He's trying to cancel me. It's cancel culture gone wild. All right, here, 1.732. That is the pool tokens, right? Let's hit confirm supply. We're going to sign it again with our Metamask wallet. I don't know. There's the gas fee. It's nothing. It's like less than $1. Maybe 0.002 BNB, which is nothing, practically. Compared to Ethereum, which is like you pay $40 for just to create the liquidity pair, probably. Now, look down here. I've got my cake BNB liquidity pair. Now, you have to understand that there is some risk involved in liquidity pools. Come on, Rex. There we go. There's this thing called impermanent loss, and it can occur in liquidity pools when one or the other coin goes up or down in the wrong direction really fast, right? In the case of one of the coins mooning, when you withdraw, like let's say you leave it in the liquidity pool for a week, and then at the end of that you withdraw it, and you have your coin, and you've got like your trading fees that you earn. But you would have made more if you had just held that coin as opposed to putting it in a liquidity pool. What happens is when one coin is like going crazy, your liquidity pool goes lopsided. And like everybody was buying cake because cake was mooning. And then when you go to withdraw, you've got a lot more BNB than you have cake. And if you had just held that 7 cake, it would have been worth a lot more than what your liquidity pool was when you withdrew. I don't know. I'm just trying to explain it. I'm going to copy this into the clipboard. Impermanent loss can be permanent, right? That's good. Yeah. But this explains it. It's complicated. It's really complicated. Okay. So thank you, Uchenni Naji. I thank you for your support. Yeah, don't let those guys get you down. Don't let anybody get you down. All right, now here's the cool thing. Now that we have these LP tokens, let's check over on the farms. And the Cake BNB liquidity pool is available, right? I can actually take those liquidity pool tokens that I received and then stake them. I'm still not quite sure. Do I still earn the trading fees? I think I do. But I thought, well, once I stake it, is it still active? I don't know. I'm not sure. But I do know that you can stake it, right? So let's see. We can do stake LP. Okay, see there, right? There's my balance in liquidity pool tokens. I can stake 1.7 LP Cake BNB LP, right? On the PancakeSwap website. But there's a better way. There is a better way. Over here on the Bunny website, you can do the same thing, right? They have Cake BNB flip. They call it flip. But it's the same thing, only they have a better algorithm for maximizing your gains, right? They have two different ones here. They've got the auto compounding flip to flip, so that you're actually gaining more flip, or Cake BNB LP tokens. You get rewarded with those. Or you can do the Cake Maximizer, where they're paying you cake by keeping it in this liquidity pool. You're earning cake by doing this. So there's a couple of different ways to do it. So like if we click into this, notice there it sees that LP token because the LP token is in my wallet, right? Let's see if I can find it. It may not even show in the wallet. It might. It was 1.6. There it is. See, it's in the Metamask wallet, Cake LP. That's my LP token. When I put my Cake and my BNB in the liquidity pool, they returned the LP token to me. That's my token, right? And then when I'm ready to cash in, I can remove the liquidity and get my Cake and BNB separate tokens back. But right now, it has been converted to LP, right? But we can take that LP and deposit it in a smart contract so that we can earn more rewards, right? So let's notice there, it sees them, right? So let's hit this max. Let's say we want to deposit some in here. We'll hit deposit. All right, and then we're going to sign that. There's 0.006 gas fee, which is not much. Let's do that. We'll check that in a sec. Let's go down here and sign. And then it won't take very long, and we'll see it show up here in our Cake Flip wallet on Bunny. And the nice thing about the Bunny, when you stake it on the Bunny site, is they show you its current value in US dollars. That's what I really like. It should show up any minute now, or it'll just disappear. Oh, what happened? Did I do it or not do it? I thought I did it. Or maybe I didn't. Let's try. Let's flip it. I'm just going to refresh the browser. Okay, there it is. Okay, so that $268 worth of Cake BNB. If you remember, we had one cake
I'm sorry, we put one BNB in there, and then we converted it to cake, half BNB, and put it in liquidity pool. That's about right. That's the current price of one BNB, right? And then I'll be earning cake and bunny while and then notice this part here, this 0.5 fee for withdrawals within 3 days. See, they're going to start me at 72 hours. I can withdraw this anytime. That's no big deal. But I will get less rewards by doing that. They'll take some of the reward. I don't know if I do it right now, I might lose a little bit of the capital. I don't know. Maybe not. I don't know. But all you have to do is wait 3 days, and then they don't charge you anything to withdraw. And then you'll have your profits, you know, the cake and the bunny that you earned from the liquidity pool token. It's pretty good. Right, and then and then how do you wind it down? Well, a lot of people ask that too. How do you go backwards? Well, you simply withdraw the LP tokens, right? I won't withdraw them now. I'll leave them in there for 3 days. But we would withdraw the LP tokens. We go back over to Cake. I'm sorry, we go back over to Pancake Swap. We go back over to the liquidity section, right? And then once we withdraw the LP, it'll be in our wallet again, and it'll show up here in liquidity. And then we can simply remove it, right? I can't really demo that because it's the LP tokens are staked right now. Well, let's see, what do we got left here? We don't have much left. Do we have any BNB left? I thought we had a little bit. Oh, it's like not connected for some bizarre reason. Okay. All right, so there's 0.2. All right, so let's buy some cake real quick. I'll show you. I just want to show you how to unwind these. All right, so let's buy 0.1 cake. Right. This is not related to what we just did. This is a new example, starting fresh, starting clean. I'm just going to do the same thing again, but I won't take it all the way to. Let's go to liquidity. Let's add liquidity. And let's do BNB and cake. Right? It's a very small amount of liquidity, but we could still do it, I think. Let's try. Whoops. Is it going to let me do that? I think it will. All right. Confirm. Just let this go ahead and confirm transaction. Okay. Now, there, we've got liquidity pool, right? So we could go over to the farm. We could stake again if we wanted to, right? See, we got that little balance there now. We could stake in this liquidity pool or over on Bunny. Or, I'm sorry, this farm. This is farm. This is different, right? But let's say that we withdrew from Bunny, and then we went back over here to liquidity, and we wanted to get our tokens back, right? This is it right here. There's liquidity. It'll show up here. If we withdrew from Bunny, there'd be a lot more, right? But we just pull this down, and then we can look at the current liquidity and just hit remove. All right, and then we'll just remove max. We have to approve it, sign it with Metamask. All right, and then we can simply remove the liquidity, remove the tokens from the liquidity pool, and get our tokens back. And it was only in there for a minute or two, so I don't think we suffered any impermanent loss. Maybe I did. Who knows? But now I've got my cake and my BNB and my cake back. Let's see where we're at here. Take it a minute. Yeah, okay. So there's 1.7 BNB and the 1.5 cake. So we got our tokens back. So that's how you withdraw, remove the liquidity from the liquidity pool. It just puts the tokens back in your wallet. Now they're not doing anything, right? They're not working. I hate to see my money just laying around not working for me. There was a great Seinfeld bit about that. Oh, seriously. God. Okay. Stock Mo. All right. Oh, I think I got somebody else. Did I get him or somebody else? I don't know. I'm going to have to watch this 10 times. These are important bits of information. How does one use the Lightning Network to send Bitcoin for low fees? I tried playing around with the Lightning Network a while back, and I was not very good at it. I don't think it wasn't fully functional at the time, or it sort of was, but I was trying to use a Litecoin or a Lightning node, and I didn't really know what I was doing, and it has something that you have to like, I don't know. But I'm sure there's going to be wallets that'll just make that whole process transparent, right? Where you can just use a regular Bitcoin wallet and send using Lightning Network, and it should work just fine. Yes, please. Sorry about all these spammers. I got a little distracted. There were a couple of people that were putting their Telegram or their phone number or their WhatsApp or whatever. Please don't contact anybody that does that. Silly. Cake and BNB are mooning, thus you could make more just by hodling. Yes, Ron, that is correct. That's what we were talking about over here with impermanent loss, right? You could just hold Cake and BNB and your money will grow, right? Because the price of those coins will go up, right? But farming can earn income on coins that are just sitting in your wallet not doing anything, even when the price is in a holding pattern somewhat, right? So in a perfect world where everything else is equal, then this is a way to gain a return on your money by staking it in these contracts, right? If the price goes up, of course, then I think, even if you're in a liquidity pool, if the price of both tokens goes up and they stay relatively even, proportional wise, right, like the 50-50, right? If Cake and BNB both go up, when I withdraw from the liquidity pool, I'll pretty much get the same amounts back, right? I'll get that one Cake back, that 1.5 Cake or whatever. It'll be worth more than it was when I put it in there, right? The problem comes when it gets lopsided because one coin there's more people on the exchange buying Cake than BNB. And then you'll end up with more BNB than Cake, right? Because everyone's sucking the Cake out of the liquidity pool, right? And then you might be mad because you could have made more if you'd have just held the Cake, right? So yes, there is risk involved in liquidity pools and staking, but it's you can get impermanent loss. Coddle to hodl starts to hit around 20% from initial deposit. Okay, yeah. So you have to kind of keep an eye on these liquidity pools, right? What I like are the single coin pools, right? Because the single coin pools, you're not worried about that. Let's just let's buy all our Cake. Let's max our BNB and just sell all the BNB. Well, we should keep some, right? We want to keep some for our fees, right? We don't want to go hog wild here. All right, let's swap 0.1. We want to leave a little bit in there for fees and gas because the Binance Smart Chain runs on BNB. So you don't want to max out your BNB and be left with nothing for fees. Right, now we've got a little bit of Cake, right? Now let's check these out. There's another thing you can do on Bunny, which is you can simply stake Cake by itself, right? This is a win-win, right? Not quite as, I think, well, actually this shows that it's more. But The single coin staking is another good way. And then you don't have to worry about impermanent loss, right? You can just set and forget, right? So I got 3 cake. Let's max it out. Let's hit deposit. Let's go over here. We'll hit confirm. I think that the cake, I ended up with more cake when we created the liquidity pool. That's kind of weird, wasn't it? Doesn't make sense. Or maybe my math is off. All right. So now I've simply put cake in a staking pool by itself. There's no risk of impermanent loss, and the only risk I've got is maybe if I withdraw it early, I lose a little bit of the rewards. But I can if cake goes moon, I can withdraw anytime and sell it if that's what I want to do, or I can just let it ride. Right? So single coin staking is also pretty cool. That's really, and on Bunny and Cake, you can do it on Cake too. I'm sorry, you can do it on Pancake Swap too. It's a lot safer than liquidity pools. You don't, the return isn't quite as good, but it's decent. It's better than nothing, right? When your coin is just sitting there. And if Cake moons, then you can still, reap your rewards. Another cool thing about the Cake website is they're always like adding these new coins that are just coming out, and you can like stake your cake to earn those coins. So in other words, I can deposit cake in here and earn whatever this new coin is, basically for free. And when I'm done, I'll just withdraw my cake and sell it if the price goes up. But I'll end up with this cool new coin that I didn't know anything about. It's like not very risky. The only thing is that if you're over here earning SWIFT, you might be missing out on the cake you could have been earning. So you could put your cake to make more cake, or you could deposit your cake, stake your cake to earn a new coin that might moon later. Who knows, right? So there's a lot of possibilities over here. So I hope that was clear to everyone. If you don't know how to get connected and set up to do this on the Binance Smart Chain, we talked about it at the beginning of the stream. I posted some links in the chat window to some videos of mine that give you the step-by-step on how you set up your Metamask wallet and transfer some Binance coin in so that it's Binance Smart Chain, Binance coin, Binance. I showed you how to swap regular BNB for Binance Smart Chain BNB using Trust Wallet earlier. So if you're just joining and you're like, what the heck is this guy doing? Go back and watch the live stream from the beginning, because I gave you a lot of a lot of pointers on how to buy some BNB, convert it to Smart Chain, set up your Smart Chain wallet, go in and do some trading, do some liquidity pool mining, do some liquidity pool LP token staking, how to stake single coin. So you got it. I gotta sign off. It's late. I gotta get back working on my rig. Yeah, that's too bad. I didn't read your comments, Soraya Sampa. Yeah, too bad. Right. Whatever that means. Why in the God's name are you repeating the same thing over and over? Who's the... I don't know. I'm not gonna say it, right? I don't care. It's not worth the effort. Oh yeah, hide user. Oh, you can find another live stream to go spam. Okay, guys, I'm out of here. Gotta sign off. Don't forget, we do this every week, live from Michigan, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please join me again for the live stream from Michigan, where you can throw out questions, and I'll do my best to get them answered, and I'll move some more crypto around for you guys. So thanks for joining. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe to my channel, I would appreciate it. When you subscribe, there's a little bell that you can click that will allow you to be alerted whenever I post new content. Once again,